Hi, I'm Reshma. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Last week, I talked about choosing between adaptive toxic behavior or opting for personal growth after a toxic relationship. This week, I want to dig deeper into choosing paths in life. Do we focus on the good or the bad? So let's delve into how our perspective shapes our journey. And before we proceed, let's define two key terms: ego and empathy. Ego is our sense of self-importance, often placing us at the center of everything. It's the part of us that feels threatened by criticism and struggles to admit mistakes. On the other hand, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's about seeing the world from someone else's perspective and responding with compassion. When we look at our life, what do we see? Do we focus on the positives or get stuck in negativity? Are we selfish, centered only on ourselves? Or are we compassionate, considering how our actions affect others? Now, imagine this. When someone makes a mistake, do they own up to it? Or do they blame others, justifying their actions even when deep down they know they are at fault? Our egos can make it hard to admit mistakes. Sometimes, instead of accepting reality, we belittle others or manipulate situations to make ourselves feel better. Is it really fair to do that? Often, past experiences shape how we react. We might assume someone is manipulating us because we've been hurt before by others. We lash out and cut them off, not even giving them a chance to explain. It's a defense mechanism rooted in deep-seated fears and ego. Consider this common workplace scenario. You assume a colleague is undermining you based on a past experience. You lash out without listening, missing out on their genuine support. And then later, reflecting on the conversation, you realize they were in fact well-meaning. When you see their perspective, you might even thank them, understanding how their new viewpoint benefits you. But do you apologize for your earlier behavior? Too often, ego prevents us from truly making amends. So how do we shift from ego to empathy? Here are 3 steps to guide you. First, practice active listening. Really hear what others are saying without interrupting or forming a response in your head. Focus on understanding their perspective. Second, reflect before reacting. Take a moment to consider your feelings and why you might feel threatened or angry. Ask yourself if your reaction stems from ego or empathy. Third, embrace vulnerability. Don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong and apologize sincerely. Vulnerability can open doors to deeper connections and understanding. It's not about being weak. It's about having the courage to show your real self and being open and honest, even when it feels uncomfortable. Here's the catch. Saying thank you might make us feel good, but apologizing is where real growth happens. It's a move from self-centeredness to inclusivity, acknowledging how our actions impact others. In conclusion, what lens do you use to evaluate situations in life? Are you stuck in ego, or can you embrace empathy? Reflect on this and let's work towards opening our hearts and minds. What path will you choose? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, embracing empathy over ego can lead to more positive relationships and personal growth. So if this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe and share it with others. Let's continue this journey of self-awareness and empathy. Until next time, keep your hearts open and choose kindness. Bye.